Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey, today I thought I'd talk about some things to do with pentatonic. We all get this thing, right? We all love the minor pentatonic, right? Like it's kind of the language of blues and rock, and believe it or not, a lot of jazz musicians use pentatonic, and fusion musicians, everyone uses pentatonic, right? I've heard people describe it as having an Asian sound to it too, which I totally get, right? Anyway, one big problem a lot of people do is they kind of reach this point where they know pentatonic and they can go, and they can do all those sort of blues licks with it, right? And then they go, man, I'm just so bored of pentatonic. Pentatonic sucks. And I'm like, oh, it sucks. You're just lacking imagination. Today, I'm going to give you some ideas about how you can expand what you do with minor pentatonic. First thing, you know, so many people play just one shape. This thing, right? I'll do these all in A minor because it just makes sense, right? That's cool, but there are 5 shapes, right? If you don't know these, I'll put them on my Facebook page, Nick Granville Music. I'll post this video and I'll put a little link below it and you can get them from there. Shape 3, shape 4, and shape 5. And then it just repeats up an octave, right? Super kind of simple stuff, but really important to know that, right? There's a bunch of things you can do to kind of get those under your fingers, right? Even just running up and down them helps, right? Just taking 2 at a time, going from one to the next and back and forth till they feel comfortable, then add one more in. All that kind of stuff. Whatever you can imagine, right? But here's what we're going to do to take this further and kind of get some more stuff into your playing, right? So it's not just the same old licks. First thing is, you'll end up doing the same old licks if you stick to shape number 1 and you do this. Right? Your classic kind of box-shaped pentatonic blues licks, right? Try this. Instead of taking, that's a very vertical kind of approach, let's take an approach looking this way at the neck, right? So pentatonic, A, C, D, E, and G. That's it, 5, pent, right? 5 notes. A, C, D, E, G. You're going to get a completely different result. So by taking an approach of this way across the neck, different results, which is what we want to achieve, right? It's just silly, isn't it? It's just a bunch of silly fun. But you get the idea, right? I'm taking an approach this way. If you want to break out of doing your standard licks, you know, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with those licks, right? Like there are times when that's absolutely what you should play, right? Do that. But, you know, if you're wanting to work on your improvising and your playing and get more stuff going on, try playing more than one note. Because as soon as I do that, I'm going to think differently about my stuff, right? So meaning like, look at notes across 2 strings, like say that, and then go, take it through. And you'll have heard R&B players and Hendrix, who's kind of coming from an R&B place when he does that sort of stuff. It's down to your imagination. So that's one thing I would say, right? Start viewing things this way. Start playing more than one note, like 2 notes there, double stops. But what about like 3 notes? You might have seen me play that in that intro. I actually did a video a while ago and I called it pentatonic chords or something like that. That's essentially what I think of those are. They're just pentatonic chords. So I'm kind of building a chord, kind of like a modal approach, if you will, but building some chords off any notes from the pentatonic and going, what can I do with this? Right? All belong to the pentatonic, but so do. And so does. Right? And split them up a bit, right? At the moment, I'm kind of looking at them all quite defined, right? Like 2 strings or 3 strings that are sort of near each other, but what if you split them up? All right, I've got 5, 5, 5 on the E, the G, and the E string. But then take it through. Now, I've never played that before, but because of that approach of looking for something new, I get a different result. See, and I played something I've never played before. I've never played that. I don't even know why it popped into my head, but it could be kind of pretty, right? I see people doing this all the time. They'll play something when they play chords, like maybe they'll go a chord like this and they'll go, right? And then they'll go, and they put those little chromatic passings on their chords. And then when they solo, they just stick to the one scale. No chromatic passings, right? Why not? If you got this, every note can be approached with a chromatic passing, right? Instead of just that note, you've now got that as long as you use it as a passing, right? But you can do that with anything. Kind of get some interesting things, right? So you see, you get all these different results, right? So I really like that way of thinking when I'm working on my improvising, is like, how do I take something I already know and kind of flip it on its head? My whole philosophy has always been, I don't want to know 10,000 things. I don't see the point. I want to know one thing 10,000 ways. That's been my way of kind of looking at music. Hey, it's worked for me. I've been super lucky. I've had a lot of good gigs and some crappy ones too, but that's how life goes, right? Hey, look, if you like this, please like and subscribe. If you don't subscribe, then you'll end up with sore hands. It's a little bit of an inside joke for those that are around my channel. So, but yeah, just remember to like and subscribe because that's super cool. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Cheers.